Donald Trump has been languishing in mostly silence for the past few months, even though he's recently figured out that he can release tweets as press releases, sort of. But we've expected that he's going to return at some point because the dude is like Tinkerbell in that he will die if you don't clap for him. So what will that look like? Well, his spokesperson to some extent, Jason Miller, was recently on Fox News, and this is what he had to say about it.
Harry, this is really interesting, the fact that the president's been off of social media for a while, because his press releases, his statements have actually been getting almost more play than he ever did on Twitter before. I'm not sure if that's because the length of them are a bit longer. I even had one reporter say that she thought it was much more elegant, the way that the president was able to communicate his thoughts, and it very much looked more presidential in that longer form. But I do think that we're going to see President Trump returning to social media in probably about 2 or 3 months here with his own platform. And this is something that I think will be the hottest ticket in social media. It's going to completely redefine the game, and everybody is going to be waiting and watching to see what exactly President Trump does, but it will be his own platform.
Shut up, you stupid idiot. It's going to redefine the game. It's going to be Twitter. That's what it's going to be, basically.
No.
No? What's it
what
gonna
if
be?
It's an app? I really want it to be an app. I want him to roll out his own app that just like is buggy and crashes, and that like no one uses, and that like gives you a free game if you like download it. I just want it to be like Quibi, but for Trump.
Yeah.
I want, yeah. It'll be like, will it be like Trumpy, or like Trumpy, Quibi, TRUMPI, like something? He's gonna hire all those people. It's gonna fail. Right wingers are gonna get like a whole bunch of deals. Probably some of my comedian friends, just because we're desperate too. I'm very excited. No, I'm not excited. Obviously.
So if he makes this app, it'll be buggy, obviously. Will there be any information about you that it doesn't steal? Or like release open, like people, it'll be the most hackable. The scandals that will come out of this, if it's an app, or more foundationally, if it happens, because you might think, well, wait, it's gonna happen. He just said it. Does that mean it's gonna happen? Honestly, he's gonna create his own social media platform. Maybe he will. He has money, I guess. He could have just bought Parler. They were gonna give him a significant chunk for him to switch over. He has enough money to make an app, I guess.
Enough money to make enough money to pay someone who like took a boot camp coding summer thing, and they're gonna roll it out.
It's just gonna be. By the way, I wanted to give credit to Parker Malloy, who pointed out that the app doesn't exist, but we do have the website for it. It is available right now at www.creedthoughts.gov.www/creedthoughts. If you watch The Office, anyway, is it just going to be a Word document that he writes in? I don't know. Stay tuned to find out. But more importantly, I think
Google Docs.
It's going to be Google Docs.
Just
more
a
importantly,
shared Google Doc we all get access to.
Are people really going to switch over just to see what Donald Trump has to say? And by regular people, maybe, but like all of the people who've gotten like deals with Parler to be there, or what are they gonna switch over? And then like, what about like Gab or Parler, which they've pitched themselves as the place for those people? Well, they're not gonna be happy about this, by the way. So are you gonna further segment the already fractious band of weirdo apps that are like, hey, we're the ones that are cool with Nazis? The whole thing just seems like a massive mess. And behind the scenes, there's a bunch of places where like Trump fans still congregate. They don't even really seem that excited about this. Like some of the Q people are like, hey, wait, isn't he supposed to be fighting Satan? Why is he making an app? That's a good question, actually, considering your worldview. Why is he spending his time on this? But anyway, I don't.
These are people who think Facebook. Yeah, no, they think Facebook is the internet. Like they're not, they don't know how to get to the app store to download a new app, then they certainly are not gonna download a Trump app. It's like they just figured out how to like post a react GIF on Facebook and like do the big font, and like create an event. And look, the way Facebook is going, I would not be surprised if they let Trump back on. In fact, I will bet you that Mark Zuckerberg will let Trump back on. Absolutely.
What, Twitter too, or just Mark Zuckerberg?
No. I think Zuckerberg will. I don't know about
That's a good bet.
About Peter Dinklage. What's his name? Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt Twitter will be able to, but I could see Facebook doing it. It's Mark Zuckerberg. There's there's nowhere he could go. That's too deep for him. Anyway, I have other thoughts, but I honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care about my thoughts about this. We'll see what happens. I don't care. Let's move on. Yeah, he'll probably be around, or more generally than he'll be around, the world will be worse. You can bet your ass on that.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.